they're not present. The protest is going to be dismissed because they're not part of a group of 5 or more, and they did not claim to be abutting property owners, and it does not appear that they are abutting property owners in the DC Geographic Information System. So those are the reasons that the protest is dismissed. I just wanted to be clear that they're not being dismissed because they're not here today. We need to set a date for mediation, the status hearing, and the protest hearing. Give me 1 second. Your status hearing is scheduled for August 18. It's August 18 at 10:30 a.m. I will give you the next available day for mediation. The next available day for mediation is Wednesday, July 21st. That's Wednesday, July 21st, anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Actually, on that weekday, I'll come back from Tennessee until July 21st. So after that will be good.
Okay, after July 31st?
July 21st, you said? Yeah.
You said after July 21st?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at the first week of August. What about Thursday, August 5?
That's good.
Is that good for you, Mr. Simon?
Yes, that works.
Would you prefer morning or afternoon?
Hello.
Yeah, 11 or 1 o'clock will be fine. Either one.
Mr. Simon, are you good for 11?
Sorry, it was hard to hear. Is 12 noon good?
12 noon is good. 12 noon is good on this end.
Okay, that's good.
Is that good for you, Mr. Lee?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Hello.
Okay, mediation is set for I'm sorry, not Monday. Thursday, August 5 at noon.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, thank you for coming. The roll call hearing in the matter of 9NP Liquor is concluded. Mr. Lee, you have other cases today?
Yeah, I have a Food Market and the Lease Liquor.
Okay, so you'll stay on the line?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Hello.
Who's saying hello?
Yes, this is Unsan Kim for Uncle Lee. We have a roll call hearing at 10 o'clock.
So
this
I'm
morning.
okay, thank you. Just stay there until I call your case. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to disappear for a moment. I'll be right back with you. I'm still here, just a minute. Someone has signed in twice. I can tell. If anyone has signed in twice, can you log out? You log once. I'm hearing echo.
Ms. Fletcher, this is Wendell Robinson. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I see my picture here on there, but it says Wendell Robinson also without a picture. Does that mean I've logged on twice?
So I don't know if you logged on twice, but I don't hear that noise anymore.
Okay, that's not me. And I just advise you, I'm with A&S Grocers. I have a case on remote for Superior Court at 11 o'clock.
So which case are you here for?
A&S Grocery.
Okay, thank you.
And my client is here also.
Okay, thank you. I'm calling the case now of Joe Kaplan Liquors. Joe Kaplan Liquors. This is case number 21PRO00043, DK Corporation. Trading is Joe Kaplan Liquors, 1913 7th Street Northwest. License number ABRA 060351. This is a retailer class of license renewal. Who is present on behalf of Joe Kaplan Liquors?
Hi, good morning, Ms. Fletcher. Manal Mahmood. I'm with the law firm Malleus O'Brien Sandground. We're representing Joe Kaplan Liquors in this matter.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Mahmood, would you please spell your name for the record?
Of course, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy, A, L-L-E. Last name Mahmood, M as in Mary, A, H, M, O-U-D.
What's the last letter?
D as in dog.
Oh, D as in dog. Thank you.
Of course.
And so we also have several groups of individuals that filed protests. So we have one group appears to be represented by Elaine Jen. Ms. Jen, are you present?
Yes, I am. My name is
Thank you. Would you please spell your name for the record?
Absolutely. It's Elaine Jin, E-L-A-I-N-E. Jin is spelled G-I-N.
Thank you. Ms. Jen, are there any other individuals present from your group today?
Yes, I believe Richard Myers.
Yes,
Okay. Mr. Myers, would you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Richard, R-I-C-H-A-R-D, Myers, M-Y-E-R-S.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. Anyone else present from your group today, Ms. Jen?
Yes, John Combs.
John, would you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Yes, John Combs, J-O-N-C-O-M-B-S.
Thank you very much. Anyone else?
I believe Leo Jennings is on it.
Yes, I am. My first name, Leo, L-E-O. Last name, Jennings, J-E-N-N-I-N-G-S. Like Sam.
Thank you very much. Anyone else?
Ken Barasa is trying to log on and is having some technical issues.
And who is that person?
Ken Barasa.
You know how to spell that name?
K-E-N. B-O, let me get,
EO what?
B-O-U.
Did you say B as in boy?
Yes, B as in boy,
Uh-huh.
O-U,
Huh?
R-A-S-S-A.
Okay, and so Mr. Barasa is attempting to sign in, but he's having trouble getting in?
That's correct.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Ms. Jen, I'm going to consider at least 5 people from your group to be present today, which means
Okay.
that the group of 5 that you represent are granted full standing as protestants.
Okay,
I've noted for the record that Mr. Barasa was having trouble getting in. That happens sometimes, but we don't hold that against anybody.
okay.
Okay, thank you. So the group of 5 represented by Elaine Jen. And Ms. Jen, you are the designated representative, yes?
I am.
Okay, thank you. And we have another group of individuals represented by Sarah Gregert. Ms. Gregert, are you present? Is Sarah Gregert present? Is anyone else present from that group? I'll call the names in case you're not sure if that's your group.
Hello. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so some of this handwriting I cannot read. Let me get my glasses.
Oh, yeah. I wanna hearing right
So
now.
Sarah Gregert, could you mute your background, whoever? I don't know who I can hear, but I can hear somebody.
Thank you very much.
If your case has not been called, would you please mute your microphone? So Sarah Gregert is not present. Is Eduardo Cierone present? Or Lopez Escalier present? What about John Master? Is John Master present? There's another name that's not really legible, but it looks like Higgin or Higgins. Is there a Mr. or Miss Higgins present?
I was gonna call for one of our constituents, Ms. Jones, and she said that there was.
What about Erica Mustos? Is Erica Mustos present?
Police. She was on her way to
The group being represented by Sarah Gregert is dismissed because neither of the parties are present today. We have a third group. Is Michael Huang present today? Is anyone else present for Mr. Wang's group today?
No, I don't think I did that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I don't know who's speaking. Miss Gaffney, is that you? Somebody needs to mute their microphone. And I'm asking you, Miss Gaffney, because your screen lit up.
I'm the guilty person. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me go down this list. Michael Wang is not present. What about D as in dog, EVI? That's the first name. The last name appears to be Mahadevia. I'm going to spell that. M-A-H-A-D like dog, E-V-I-A. Is that person present? What about Dan? D-A-N, Jed Z Knock. I'm gonna spell that. It's spelled J-E, D like dog, Z-I-N-O-K. Is that person present? What about Diego? D-I-E-G-O? Looks like Buchala. I'll spell that B like boy, U-C-H-A-L-A. Is Diego present? The last person is Bettina Hennig. Is Bettina Hennig present? That's spelled B-E-T like Tom, I-N-A-H-E-N-N-I-G. Is that person present? Is that person present? Or am I hearing an echo? Is Ms. Hennig present? Okay. There's no one present from the group represented by Mr. Huang. That group of 5 is dismissed. And then we have left 2 other individuals to file the protest. Is John Webster present? John Webster? John Webster? Is John Webster present? What about Davis Harris? Mr. Webster and Mr. Harris are dismissed. First of all, because they failed to appear today, but second of all, they're not part of a group of 5, and neither one of them filed protests as abutting property owners. John Webster and David Harris are dismissed. So we have one group of 5 represented by Elaine Jen. We need to set a date for mediation, the status hearing, and the protest hearing. I have the status hearing, protest hearing dates for you, so I'll give you those dates. The status hearing is set for August 18 at 10:30 a.m. August 18 at 10:30.
That worked for me.
I won't be in town. This is Richard Myers.
Say, are you speaking to me, Laverne Fletcher? Are you all talking to each other? I mean, what? Is anybody speaking to? Is anybody speaking to Laverne Fletcher?
I have a question.
Okay, Mr. Myers, Mr. Myers, which case are you here for?
With Elaine Jen.
You're with Elaine Jen. Okay, I'm listening.
For the date of 18th, August 18th, does all 5 have to be at the status hearing?
No, thanks for asking. Because 5 of you are present today, at the status hearing, only Ms. Jen needs to appear.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for checking.
And this is a Jen. That day and time works for me.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Ms. Jen?
That date and time works for me.
Okay, thank you. The protest hearing is set for September 30 at 3:30. September 30 at 3:30 p.m. for the protest hearing. We need to set a date for mediation, so I'll give you the next available day. The next available day for mediation is Thursday, July 22nd. Anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Thursday, July 22nd.
This is Elaine Jen. Can we have a That date does not work for me.
What was that, Ms. Jen?
That date does not work for me. Can we have a later date?
Oh, yeah, we can move we can do Friday the 23rd, or we can move to the following week.
Following week was better for me. Thank you.
What about Tuesday, July 27th?
Tuesday, July 27th it is.
Is that okay for you, Ms. Manad?
Yes, that date works, preferably later on in the day if there's afternoon time available.
What about 2?
That's wonderful.
Is that okay for you, Ms. Jen?
Yes, that works. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Question again, Ms. Fletcher.
Who's that speaking?
Richard Myers,
Yes, Mr. Myers.
for the mediation, who can attend that?
Well, we only need the designated representative for mediation, but you're a protestant, so you're welcome to attend. But generally, the designated representative attends on behalf of a group.
Okay, thank you again.
Mediation is set for Tuesday, July 27 at 2. Any questions at all?
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher.
Okay, well, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. The roll call hearing in the matter of Joe Kaplan Liquors is concluded.
Thank you.
Just a second, please. I am now calling the case of Food 7 Store. This is case number 21 PRO 00053. Sunrise Grocery Inc., trading as Food 7 Store, 1830 Benning Road Northeast, license number ABRA 108479. This is a retailer Class B license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Who is present on behalf of Food 7 Store?
Good morning, Ms. Pritchard. This is Kevin Lee, Kevinlee. I represent Sunrise Grocery Inc., trade name Food 7 Store.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Is the applicant present as well?
So he is not.
Thank you. I'm present on behalf of ANC 5D.
Good morning, Ms. Fletcher. Can you hear me? This is Mr. Dixon.
Oh, hi, Mr. Dixon. I hear you.
Oh, so wonderful. I'm representing Food 7, and my associate, Ms. Madison Gibbs, is also on the line, I believe, but
Okay, thank you.
and we're ready to
Did you-
proceed.
Thank you. Did you say Ms. Gibbs?
Yes, Madison Gibbs is my co-counsel on this matter.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Gibbs, can you state your name and spell it for the record, please?
Yes, ma'am. Madison Gibbs. M as in Mary, A as in apple, D as in dog, I as in ice, S as in Sam, O as in octave, N as in Nancy. Last name Gibbs, G as in girl, I as in ice, B as in boy, B as in boy, S as in Sam.
Thank you, Ms. Gibbs. You're representing ANC 5D. Is anyone from ANC 5D present today?
This is Mr. Dixon. I do not believe that they are, Judge.
That's fine. Thank you. You're here, so that's what matters. ANC 5D is granted standing as a protestant. We need to set a date for a mediation, a status hearing, and a protest hearing.
Okay.
Gonna put you on hold for 1 second.
Before you,
I can hear you. Go ahead,
before
Mr.
you leave,
Dixon.
Ms. Fletcher, I'd like to know if Mr. Lee could give me his contact information, please, ma'am.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. I'll get it from you.
Okay, thank you. Mhm.
You're welcome.
So when it comes up to mind, whatever action you find with me, okay? I'm gonna run and see what's going on. Okay. All right.
Mr. Dixon, I'll get that information from you in a couple of minutes.
I'll wait, Judge. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Dixon, what information did you want to give me?
I was merely asking Mr. Lee through you, Ms. Fletcher, for his contact information, if he can hear me.
Okay, Mr. Lee, can you give Mr. Dixon your contact information? I can, or you can.
Mr. Dixon? Mr. Dixon, this is Kevin Lee. Hi, how are you? Can you give me an email address so I can shoot your email?
Okay, that's fine. It's a long handle. You ready?
Yes.
It's R.
Okay, let me, okay, go ahead.
R Dixon, Dixon, at Bynum. It's Bynum.
BY
NUM.
MUM. Hold on.
N as in Nancy, U as in umbrella, M as in Mary, Bynum.
Hold on. BYMUM.
Yes.
Okay, if I can put it in the chat if that helps.
Okay.
I was just gonna suggest that, or we can do it offline.
Yeah. Just chat to me.
So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and give you the date for the status hearing, which I have. The date for the status hearing is August 18 at 10:30 a.m. That's August 18 at 10:30 a.m. for the status hearing.
What time, Jet?
The status hearing is set for August 18 at 10:30 a.m.
We're good, Judge, I believe.
Yeah, that works.
I will give you the next available date for mediation. The next available date for mediation is Wednesday, July the 28th, anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
July 28th, Wednesday is not working to me because I have a 2 protest hearing in the morning. I have to.
Okay, well.
Too much.
What about, yes, it is. What about Thursday, July 29.
What time?
Anytime between 9 and 2.
How about Mr. Dixon?
I'm good. Ms. Gibbs, are you good?
That works.
What time?
So
Just say-
what's a good time for you, Mr. Lee?
That's 11, 12, 1 o'clock. Either
How
one.
about 11 then?
11 works.
11 works. July 29th, Thursday.
Yes,
11.
July 29, Thursday at 11
Sounds good.
for Food 7 store. Just a second. Okay. Any questions at all? Okay, well, thank you for coming, and I will see you on July 29 at 11.
Thank you.
I'll send you a WebEx invitation to attend that mediation as well.
Okay.
Ms. Fletcher, there's no date for the protest
Mr.
hearing?
Dixon, is that you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, Ronald Dixon.
What
on
was your
Food 7.
question?
There's no date for the protest hearing yet?
I don't have that date today, but we'll get it to you.
Okay, so Ronald Dixon again, 10 a.m. on August 18 for the status hearing, and I have the date for the mediation. We're good to go. Thank you so
Well, the
much.
status hearing is August 18 at 10:30.
Oh, 10:30. Okay.
But you'll receive WebEx invitations for that as well.
Okay. Thank you.
If you have any other questions, you've got my email address.
Yes.
Mr. Dixon and Ms. Gibson, I'll send you just a blank email for your reference.
Thank you.
All right. So we can contact.
Ronald Dixon, thank you, Mr. Lee.
The roll call hearing, the roll call hearing in the matter of Food 7 store is concluded.
Thank you.
There was someone on the line that had an 11 o'clock court date. Who was that?
That's Wendell Robinson representing A&S Groceries. Thank you, Madam, Ms. Fletcher.
That's A&S Groceries?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. One second.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. I am now calling the case of A&S Grocery. Case number 21PRO00047 TGW Convenience Store LLC, 4748 Sheriff Road Northeast, license number ABRA 101367. This is a retailer class B. This is a substantial change.
Thank you. Good morning.
You're welcome. And
Ms.
this is to change the license class from a class B to a class A.
That's correct.
Thank
And it's
you.
Wendell
And
Robinson. They have
the protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet, residential parking, and vehicular and pedestrian safety. Who is present on behalf of A&S Grocery?
Good morning again. It's Wendell Robinson on behalf of A&S Groceries. My first name is Wendell, Wendell. Last name is Robinson, Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. You're present on behalf of A&S Grocery?
That's correct.
And who's present on behalf of ANC 7C?
And also Thomas Waldo is present for ANS.
Okay, thank you. Can you state your name one more time and spell it for the record, please?
Yes, THOMAS, and then last name is WOLDU.
You're present on behalf of ANC 7C?
No.
No,
No,
ANS.
ma'am.
I'm asking who's present on behalf of, so Mr. Wilder, you're present, who are you present for?
No, I'm the owner of the shop.
Hey,
So
he's
Wendell
the owner of
Robinson-
ANS Groceries.
Okay, just a second. Mr. Robinson,
Okay.
are you present on
ma'am.
behalf of ANS Grocery?
Yes, ma'am. I'm their attorney, and Mr. Woldu is the owner.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got it now. Thank you. Okay, and who's present on behalf of ANC 7C?
This is Commissioner Antoine Holmes, ANTAWANHOLMES.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. ANC 7C does have standing as a protestant. Mr. Robinson, let me ask you something. Did you receive a WebEx invitation from me?
I did.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I had your contact information.
Yes, ma'am. I used it for this morning.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, hold on for just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we need to set a date for a mediation, a status hearing, and a protest hearing. I'll go ahead and give you the date for the,
Ms. Fletcher,
yes, who's speaking?
my name is Max Richmond. I represent the Deanwood Citizens Association. I believe we also have party status to this applicant. I just wanted to confirm that you have that in your records as well.
Oh. Hold on just a second. Thank you. Thank you. So, Mr. Richmond? Mr. Richmond?
Yes, hello.
Hi, would you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Sure, my name is Max Richmond. That's M-A-X, last name R-I-C-H-M-A-N.
So, Mr. Richmond, I am looking at your protest letter, and I see that you filed the protest on behalf of the Deanwood Citizens Association.
That is correct.
Do you know if the Deanwood Citizens Association is incorporated in DC?
Yes.
In looking at your protest letter, Mr. Richmond, there is some information missing from your letter that would need to be included if you're protesting as an association. One thing that needs to be included, according to our regulations, is the fact that you voted in accordance with your bylaws and that you held a meeting regarding this application. The other thing that you would need to state in your protest letter is that you informed the applicant at least 7 days prior to that meeting to give the applicant an opportunity to attend that meeting.
Thank you. Yes, I can confirm, and Representative Robinson can also confirm. He attended our meeting last month.
So that's not, okay, your protest letter doesn't say that, but let me ask you something. So you're saying, Mr. Richmond, that a meeting was held in accordance with your bylaws
Yes.
and that the applicant was invited to attend the meeting
Yes.
and that the applicant attended the meeting?
The representative, Mr. Robinson, did. Yes.
So Mr. Robinson, you attended the meeting?
I did.
Just a second.
Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, Mr. Richmond, an opportunity to submit that statement in writing for our record. I'm going to grant conditional standing to the Deanwood Citizens Association. And once you provide that information at the upcoming status hearing, the board can grant full standing, but we'll just proceed with you as a party.
Thank you. We will have that letter ready.
Thank you. And you can send that letter to April Randall. Do you know Ms. Randall? Once
I
you
believe we're
have
in
it, you can
contact. Thank you.
Okay, good. You're welcome. And thank you, Mr. Richmond, for letting me letting me know that you had a protest filed in this matter. And so we have ANC 7C and the Deanwood Citizens Association. Now we can set the dates. I'm going to give you the date for the status and protest hearing first. The date of the status hearing is August 18th at 10:30 a.m. The protest hearing is September 30 at 10 a.m. We need to set a date for mediation.
Both of those dates are agreeable for me for A&S Grocery.
Okay, who was that speaking?
I'm sorry, Wendell Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I'll give you the next available date for mediation. The next available date for mediation is Friday, July 30, at anywhere between 9 a.m. and 2.
This is Wendell Robinson on behalf of A&S Grocery. That date and those times are agreeable.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Holmes and Mr. Richmond. Are you available on July 30?
This is Mr. Richmond. Yes, I'm available.
Mr. Holmes, did that work for you?
Yes, I am available that day.
What about 10 o'clock?
Wendell Robinson on behalf of A&S, 10 o'clock is great, is good for us.
Mr. Holmes, is that good for you?
That's as well. 10 a.m.
Second. So mediation is set for Friday, July 30 at 10 o'clock a.m.
Wendell Robinson on behalf of A&S, that's good for us.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Okay, the roll call hearing is concluded. See you on July 30 at 10. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Wodu, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. The next case is Lee's Liquor. That's case number
that Uncle
21. Case number 21. PRO 00049. Danneman LLC. 2339 Pennsylvania Avenue, Southeast, license number ABRA 0955751. This is a retailer Class A license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Who is present on behalf of Lee's Liquor?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Kevin Lee, Kevinlee, represent Lee's Liquor. But before we go, I just got the protest withdrawal letter from Ms. Brown Tiffany from ANC 7B.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. So you did receive the withdrawal notice from ANC 7B?
Yeah, they just submitted in the middle of our hearing today. Oh,
Okay, well, thank you.
hi, how are you?
Thank you very much. So what that means is excuse me one second, I'm just making a note of that, Mr. Lee. Okay, thank you. So we will process that withdrawal and close out this case.
Ms.
Did you have
Fletcher?
Yes?
This is Tiffany Brown, ANC 7B Chair. For
Yeah.
some reason, I had this hearing down for the 15th. Is that another? I have so many ABRA
Oh, you know
cases
what
going.
it is? Yeah, so that's probably the status hearing, but I'll double check that. So if that, I'm
Okay.
gonna double check that for you, Ms. Brown.
But that's fine. No, we withdrew it. Everything's good.
Yeah,
We're-
I'm just gonna make sure
Liquor?
you get, I think that's what that date is for. So
Okay.
you will join your protest, and it doesn't matter what that date is for now, because we're gonna close the case out. And Ms. Brown, let me just note for the record that you're here on behalf of ANC 7B.
Yes,
And could you spell your name and state it for the record?
sure. Tiffany, Tiffany, middle initial L, last name Brown, BROWN. I'm the chairperson for ANC 7B.
Okay, so then I do not. Actually don't need to provide you with any dates. So we don't need mediation.
I'm just making sure that it's we need to get a board order for this one, or
That's what happens next. What happens next? Ms. Brown, you have submitted your withdrawal to April Randall.
I
If you
sent it
haven't,
to
submitted
legal.
to April, huh?
I sent it to the ABRA legal.
That's perfect. That gets to April.
Okay.
And so there's nothing else you need to do. Once April gets to that, she'll take care of the rest. And so, yeah, you'll get a board order dismissing this protest because it was withdrawn.
Okay.
Any other question, Mr. Lee?
that's all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Ms. Brown, thanks for coming.
Thank you. But I do have another question for you.
Okay.
All right. Not about Lee's. Is Fairfax Liquors on this?
It
calendar?
is.
Okay,
It
so I
is.
am in the right place for at least something.
Well, you can just stay right there.
I'll stay right here.
And that is actually coming up next.
Okay.
Miss Pritchard,
Yes.
it's another case. I'm just back to the 7-foot store case, and then that the Mr. Dixon represent the ANC.
Mr. Lee, you're talking about a previous case?
Yeah, yes.
That case has been closed. So although
Okay. All right.
I can talk to you.
All right. That's okay. That's okay. I
But-
just
but-
making
but-
sure that.
Whatever you're gonna ask me about that, send me an email and I'll respond.
Okay. And then, I'm sorry about that
It's okay.
mess about the spam file today. I don't know. It happened twice. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
All right.
Let's see here. So the matter of Lee's Liquor is closed. That a roll call hearing is concluded. The next case that I'm calling is Fairfax Liquors. This is case number 21PRO00050, JH and YJ. Trading is Fairfax Liquors. 3851 Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast, license number ABRA 404. Just a second. License number 078013. This is a retailer class A license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Who is present on behalf of Fairfax Liquors? Is anyone present on behalf of Fairfax Liquors? Present on behalf of ANC 7B?
Tiffany Brown, ANC Chairperson for 7B. My name is spelled Tiffany, middle initial L, last name Brown, BROWN.
So Ms. Brown, the applicant has been trying to access the hearing. He's contacted me several times this morning.
Okay.
That happens sometimes. So he was having some technical difficulties. So I'm not going to dismiss the application because he just couldn't get in. I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
So what I'll do, I'm going to go ahead and just grant standing to ANC 7B. And in terms of dates for mediation, Ms. Brown, I'm just going to send you some dates to consider.
Okay.
And run those dates by you and the applicant. But give me a minute and I'll give you the date for the status and the protest hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'll be right with you.
Okay.
One second, Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown? Ms. Brown, can you hear me still?
I can hear you. Mhm.
I have the date for the status and protest hearing for you now.
Okay,
The status hearing is scheduled for August 18 at 10:30 a.m.
okay,
And the protest hearing is set for September 23rd at 1:30 p.m.
okay. I got it.
And Ms. Brown, I'll send you and the applicant an email with the dates to consider for mediation.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Do I have any more cases today?
Let me check for you. I better check.
Okay.
I'll let you know in 1 minute. Let's see here. Ms. Brown, that is your last hearing for today.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Okay, thank you. The roll call hearing in the matter of Fairfax Liquor is concluded.
Thank you.
Okay, the next case is Suburban Liquors. The next case is Suburban Liquors. This is case number 21PRO00044. Hold on just a second here. Let me confirm that case number. The correct case number for Suburban Liquors is 21PRO00048. Suburban Liquors, Inc., trading as Suburban Liquors, 4347 Hunt Place Northeast, license number ABRA 083221. This is a retailer Class A license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Is anyone present from Suburban Liquors? Is anyone present from Suburban Liquors? Is anyone present on behalf of ANC 7C?
Antoine Holmes,
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Would you spell your name for the record, please?
ANTAWANHOLMES.
Thank you. And on behalf of the Deanwood Civic Association?
Hello, Ms. Fletcher. My name is Max Richman. That's MAXRICHMAN. I represent the Deanwood Citizens Association.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you for that, because I said civic association, but it's citizens association, isn't it?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. ANC 7C has standing as a protestant. Mr. Richmond, I'm looking at your protest letter. What is missing from your protest letter is that a meeting was held in accordance with your bylaws and that the applicant was invited to attend the meeting, and that the Deanwood Citizens Association is incorporated in the District of Columbia. Is the association incorporated in DC?
Yes, the association is incorporated in DC. We called and left messages for the applicant twice, invited them to 2 meetings. They have not attended or returned the phone calls. I will also write a letter attesting to the following, as I will be planning to do for the other application.
So the applicant didn't respond to your calls?
That is correct.
Thank you. And so, Mr. Richmond, I am granting conditional standing to the Deanwood Citizens Association. And once you send that documentation to April Randall, the board can grant full standing at an upcoming status hearing. However, at this point, the applicant has not appeared, and so the application is dismissed because the applicant is not present. So what happens next is that the board will issue an order dismissing the application, giving the applicant an opportunity to seek reinstatement of the application, explaining the reason that he or she is not present today. And ANC 7C and the Deanwood Citizens Association will receive a copy of that order. And if he seeks reinstatement, or she, you'll have an opportunity to respond to that as well. Therefore, we have no dates to schedule today.
Thank you.
Any questions at all about what happens next?
No, it is very clear. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for coming, and I'll go ahead and conclude the roll call hearing in the matter of Suburban Liquors.
And I think, do we have 2 more?
Yes, you do. Mr. Holmes?
Yes, ma'am.
The next case being called is Stanton Liquors. Stanton Liquors. This is case number 21PRO00044. The corporate name appears to be pronounced Yof. I'm going to spell that. YOEF like Frank Inc., trading as Stanton Liquors. The address is 1044 Bladensburg Road Northeast. License number ABRA 071601. This is a retailer Class A license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Is anyone present on behalf of Stanton Liquors?
Yes, good morning, Ms. Fletcher. This is Jonathan Haftasalasi. president of YOEF Inc. trade name Stanton Liquors.
And could you spell your name for the record, please?
Sure. Jonathan, YONATHAN. Last name is Hatasulase, HABT.
I'm sorry. Jonathan, can you start your last name over for me?
Sure. HABTE.
B like boy?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
T as in Tom. ESALASSIE.
Okay. That's HA. B like boy?
Correct.
T like Tom. ESALASSIE.
Correct.
Thank you. And is anyone present on behalf of ANC 7E?
Good morning again, Ms. Fletcher, Ronald Dixon, and Madison Gibbs on behalf of ANC 5D, and we're prepared to go forward.
Thank you. Mr. Dixon, would you spell your name for the record?
Yes, ma'am. RONALD, first name, last name, Dixon, DIXON. I'll defer to Ms. Gibbs to spell her first and last name.
Okay, Ms. Gibbs.
Good morning, Madison Gibbs, MADISON, last name Gibbs, GIBBS.
ANC 7E does have standing as a protestant.
Did you say 7E or 5D?
5D.
Oh, for Stanton Liquors, the protestant is ANC 7. Who asked that question?
This is Commissioner Fletcher, chair of 7E.
Okay, thank you.
But those were, I think there were 5D that was responding.
Yes,
okay, thank you. Let me clear that up. So I've called the case of Stanton Liquors. Okay, thank you. One second. Yeah, there has been we need to make a correction here. Just a second, please. And so Mr. Dixon and Ms. Gibbs. Mr. Dixon and Ms. Gibbs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ms. Fletcher.
We do need to make a correction here. Who's present on behalf of ANC 5D?
That is Ronald Dixon and Madison Gibbs.
Someone just corrected me in terms of the ANC. Who was that?
That's myself, Commissioner Tierra Fletcher. I'm the chair of 7E.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ms. Fletcher.
And hi there. This is Commissioner Stephen Cobb with ANC 5D. I just want to confirm that Stanton Liquor is 5D.
Okay, and are you present on behalf of ANC 5D?
I am. I'm going to let our counsel take the driver's seat, but I'm here as well.
Okay, well, let me just make a note of the fact that you're here since you're speaking on the record. If you could state your name one more time and spell it for the record.
Sure, my name is Stephen, Stephen, last name Cobb.
Thank you, Mr. Cobb. And Ms. Fletcher,
Yes.
thank you for that correction.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
And Ms. Fletcher, because you made any statement in this case, can you spell your name for the record?
Yes. Tierra Fletcher, that's T is in tree, I is in igloo, E is in elephant, R is in road, A is in apple. Last name Fletcher, F is in Frank, L is in lollipop, E is in elephant, T is in tree, C is in car, H is in house, E is in elephant, R is in road.
Thank you very much. I sure appreciate that. Thank you. ANC 5D is the protestant in this case. We need to set a date for mediation, a status hearing, and a protest hearing. Give me a moment to get the dates for your status and protest hearings. I'll be right back. Hold on just a second. Okay, the day for the status hearing is August 18, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. for the status hearing. It's August 18 at 10:30. The day for the protest hearing is September 20 at 1:30 p.m. September 20 at 1:30 p.m. I will give you the next day available for mediation. The next day available for mediation is Thursday, July the 22nd. Anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's a good day for anybody?
And are there any available days on the first week of August? This
Yes.
is Jonathan.
Yes. I will move to the first week of August. What about August 3?
Madam
August.
Fletcher,
Yeah.
this is Mr. Dixon speaking. I'm not available on the first or the second week in August.
You're available the second week of August?
No, I'm not available the first week or the second week.
Or
in
the
August.
second week?
No, ma'am.
Well, then let me ask Jonathan something. Jonathan, are you available the last week of July?
Third week is good for me. Last week is good for me. But we got a status hearing on August 12th. August 18th, right? Does it have to be before that, right?
That's the ideal situation. So let me ask you something. This is Jonathan. I'm asking. So July 22nd and July 23rd are not good, right?
Yeah, sorry.
What about, are you available the week of July 26th at all?
Now, I'm out of town. I'll be back the first week of August. That's why.
Okay, then, okay, all right. And so Mr. Dixon, you're available the third week of August?
Yes,
How-
Ronald Dixon, yes, the week of August 16, yes.
What about August 16? Are you available on August 16 at 2?
Yes, and I would ask my counsel if she's available as well.
I'm available on August 16th at 2.
So ANC 5D is good for August 16 at 2.
Jonathan, does that work for you, August 16 at 2?
That would work for me too. Thank you.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Mediation is set for Monday, August 16 at 2. Okay, any questions at all?
Yes, from Ronald Dixon, Ms. Fletcher. I take it by the fact that we're setting dates that ABRA has decided that ANC 5D has automatic standing based upon our.
They
protest.
do. So
Okay.
ANC 5D does have standing, yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other questions at all?
I have one question. This is Ronald Dixon. I have one question not related to this case. May I ask it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll see if I can answer it.
There's a mediation today for Sylvia's Liquor. Do you have that on your calendar? We have it on ours.
Okay, so I'm not in a position to check that right now, Mr. Dixon, but what time do you have it on your calendar?
Well, that was part of the problem. There was no set time for the mediation.
We didn't schedule that one, Mr. Dixon, just so that you know, we were waiting to hear from the.
Okay.
We were waiting to hear from the applicant.
Mr. Na and Mr. Young.
But I'll talk to you, I'll contact you after the roll call hearing and see if we can firm up a date.
Okay, that's, if I may, that's the last case that ANC 5D has. So I asked to be excused. I don't think we have any other hearings. That would be
We're
this-
done. Yeah, we don't have any more cases today for
okay.
ANC
That's
5D.
Okay, all right.
Thanks
So
for coming.
Thank you. So we're excused and you'll reach
Yes,
out
you
to
are.
us on Sylvia's. Thank you so much.
Ms. Fletcher, just to
Yes.
clarify, the mediation is August 16th.
Who's speaking?
This is Jonathan, Stanton Liquors.
Uh-huh.
Just to clarify, mediation is August 16th.
Jonathan, just a second, Jonathan. This is Jonathan with Stanton Liquors.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
August 16, 2 p.m. I just want to clarify the time on the mediation.
Yes, the mediation is scheduled for Monday, August 16 at 2 p.m.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's it?
That's all from 5D, Ronald Dixon and Madison Gibbs. That's all from us.
Okay. Well, then I will conclude the roll call hearing in the matter of Stanton Liquors, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
final question, just to make sure, Ms. Fletcher, we have no
Yes.
other cases up today. Are we excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Talk
You
to you
too.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. The next case is Southern Express Liquors. Southern Express. This is case number 21PRO00045 SIEM Incorporated. 4416 Southern Avenue Southeast, license number ABRA 108607. This is the retailer Class A license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace order and quiet. Who is present on behalf of Southern Express? Is anyone present on behalf of Southern Express? Is anyone present on behalf of Southern Express? The license renewal application of Southern Express is dismissed because the applicant is not present. Who is present on behalf of ANC 7E?
Hi, this is Commissioner Tierra Fletcher for ANC 7E.
Thank
I'm
you, Ms.
Commissioner of 7002 and Chair of 7E.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher. Ms. Fletcher, would you spell your name for the record?
Yes. Tierra Fletcher, T is in tree, I is in igloo, E is in elephant, R is in road, A is in apple. Fletcher, F is in Frank, L is in last, E is in elephant, T is in tree, C is in car, H is in house, E is in elephant, R is in road.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher. Ms. Fletcher, because the applicant is not present today, that means that the application is dismissed. What happens next is the applicant and you will receive a copy of a board order dismissing the application because the applicant failed to appear. The applicant will have an opportunity to seek reinstatement of the application, explaining to the ABC board why they were not present today. If they do seek reinstatement of the application, you'll have an opportunity to respond to that.
Okay, and I will receive email notification, and if they do respond, then it restarts the process, roll call.
Well, it depends on what the board decides. So the board will have to decide whether or not to reinstate the application. But the board order will let you know what's going to happen next in this case.
Okay.
But you are going to get a copy of the board order dismissing the application because the applicant is not here today, and then you'll be kept informed along the way.
Okay, thank you.
About what happens next. Any other questions, Ms. Fletcher?
I don't think there's any other renewals on today's roll call hearing.
For 7E, let me see. No, this is the only thing for 7E today.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
I'm glad you got through.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the roll call hearing in the matter of Southern Express Liquors is concluded. The next case is Uncle Lee's Seafood.
Yes.
Thank you. This is case number 21PRO00046. Yoon and Peter Inc. Yoon is spelled E-U-N. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that is the correct spelling.
Correct.
E-U-N and Peter.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, thank you. The address is 1020 Eastern Avenue Northeast. The license number is ABRA 085918.
Correct.
Thank you. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet, and residential parking, and vehicular and pedestrian safety. Is anyone present on behalf of Uncle Lee's Seafood?
Yeah, Eunsun Kim.
I am Eunsun Kim, EUNSEN
K-I-N? There's no G on the end, K-I-N?
No G, just K is in Kim, K-I-M.
Thank you. And so there are two people present on behalf of the applicant today?
Yes.
Are there two people present on behalf of the applicant?
Yes, Eunsun Kim and Peter Jung.
Okay, could that other person spell their name for the record, please?
Yeah, Peter, last name Jung.
Okay, yeah, can you slow down and spell it one more time for me, please? Thank you.
Sure. PETERJUNG.
Oh, did you say P is in Paul or T is in Tom?
P is in Paul.
Did you say Peter or Teeter? What did you say, the first letter?
P is in Paul.
Okay, P is in Paul. Okay, Peter Jung.
Eunsun Kim.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Jung, you were able to get through, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I had hard time. Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you. We still are waiting for Mr. Richmond's settlement draft.
So, the first thing we're gonna do is find out who's present on behalf of ANC 7C.
Okay.
Is anyone present on, oh, I see Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
Yes, this is Antoine Holmes, ANTAWANHOLMES.
Thank you. ANC 7C has standing as a protestant. Is anyone present on behalf of the Deanwood Citizens Association?
Yes, Ms. Fletcher, my name is Max Richman, MAXRICHMAN. I can confirm that Mr. Young attended our meeting. The DCA is incorporated in the District of Columbia. We held a vote, and I will confirm these things via letter as well. So
Thank you.
that we can have a conditional party status.
Thank you very much. So the Deanwood Citizens Association is incorporated. You held a meeting regarding the application and the applicant was invited. Did you say that the applicant also attended?
Yes, Mr. Jung attended the meeting.
Mr. John, you attended the meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Richmond. You know what to do next. Just send that to April. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The Deanwood Civic Association is granted conditional standing. We need to set a date for mediation, a status hearing, and a protest hearing. Second. Give me a moment. I'm going to get the status and protest hearing date for you. Just a minute. Thank you. Just 1 second. Okay, the status hearing is set for August 18. That's August 18 at 10:30 a.m. for the status hearing.
Okay.
August 18 at 10:30. The protest hearing is set for September 30
Okay.
at 10 a.m.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the next available day for mediation.
Okay.
The next available day for mediation is Thursday, July 22nd. Anywhere
July
between,
20.
somebody say something?
No.
What was that?
No.
Who's speaking?
Peter, July 22nd, what time?
We have to make sure the other parties are available, but it would be July 22nd, anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Is that a good day for you, Mr. Holmes, and you, Mr. Richmond? July 22nd?
Yes, that works for me, Max Richmond.
What time? Peter, John, what time?
Who's asking?
Peter.
It's just for the
11 o'clock,
record that
okay?
I'm getting clarification on who's speaking. So Peter, you're asking what time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Holmes, is that a good day for you on July 22nd?
I'm gonna have to, yes, we'll make that date work.
Do you have a preference in terms of time, Mr. Holmes?
In the morning,
We can do 10, 11.
yeah, let's shoot for, this is a Thursday. Give me one more second, gotta check another calendar.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock works now.
Is 10 o'clock good for you, Mr. Jung?
10:30 or 11, okay?
Yeah, Mr. Holmes, what about 10:30 or 11?
10:30.
Mr. Richmond, does 10:30 work for you?
Yes, 10:30 works for me.
Mediation is set for Thursday, July 22nd at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Any questions, anybody? Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you
Roll
so
call
much.
hearing
Thank you, everyone.
Who's speaking?
Peter, thank you, everybody.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. The roll call hearing in the matter of Uncle Lee's Seafood is now concluded. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
That's just one word.
I am now calling the case of Dick's Market, DIX Market. This is case number 21PRO00042. ABRA, the letter S like Sam, Inc. Trading as Dick's Market. 6221 Dick Street Northeast. This is case number 21PRO00042. License number ABRA 116408. This is a retailer Class A license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet, residential parking, and vehicular and pedestrian safety, and real property values. Is anyone present on behalf of Dick's Market? Is anyone present on behalf of Dick's Market? Is anyone present on behalf of ANC 7C?
Commissioner Antoine Holmes, ANTAWANHOLMES.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. ANC 7C does have standing as a protestant. Now I'm going to make a list of any individuals present from a group of 33 individuals filed a protest, but there was not a designated representative, and so there's no one's name that I'm going to call in particular. But if you could, one at a time, state your name, if you're available, if you're present.
Ms. Fletcher?
Yes.
So the
Who's
petition was,
speaking?
oh, I'm so sorry. It's Gina Billette. And we had emailed back and forth, and I'm sorry for the confusion, but the petition was a group petition done by Northeast Boundary Civic Association, where the ANC single member district 7C05. And Dr. Gaffney is here, and she is our ANC commissioner and our civic association leader. So she is our representative.
And so, Miss Butler, were you one of the individuals assigned as a part of that group?
Yes.
Would you please spell your name and state it for the record?
It's Gina Billette, Gina, B as in boy, U as in umbrella, L as in lion, E as in elephant, T as in table, T as in table.
Thank you very much. And so what you explained, Ms. Billette, is that this protest was actually filed by the Northeast Boundary Civic Association and not a group of 33?
Well, we had 33 of our residents and civic association members sign the protest.
I see. Okay. But the actual, so the individuals signed the protest in support of the protest filed by the Northeast Boundary Civic Association?
Correct.
So we're not looking at 33 people. We're looking at the Northeast Boundary Civic Association filing a protest with at least 33 individuals filing in support of their protest.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. 1 second. And so, Dr. Mary Gaffney, you're the president of the association?
Yes.
And Dr. Gaffney, would you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Mary Gaffney, Mary, initial L. Last name G as in girl, A as in apple, F as in Frank, N in Nancy, E as in egg, and Y as in young.
Is there any other individual from the group that's present?
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning. My name is Rosalind Oden, and I represent as a member of the group. My name.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Oden.
My name is spelled ROSALIND, as in David. Middle initial P as in Paul. Last name Oden, ODEN as in Nancy.
Miss Oden, what was that middle initial?
P as in Priscilla.
P as in Priscilla?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Anyone else present? Any other individual present from the group?
Yes, my name is Rachel Green,
It's spelled Rachelle, and green like the color.
Thank you, Ms. Green. Anyone else from the group present? Okay, thank you. Ms. Gaffney, I'm going to have a couple of questions for you. Just a moment.
All right.
So you've clarified, Ms. Gaffney, you agree that this protest is filed by the Northeast Boundary Civic Association?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Gaffney, I have reviewed your the protest letter filed by the association. And the first question is, to your knowledge, is the association incorporated in DC?
Yes.
Thank you. Just looking at, so there are a couple of things, Ms. Gaffney, just so that you know. Just in reviewing your protest letter, it does not indicate that you held a meeting concerning the protest, but did you hold a meeting with your association concerning the protest?
Yes, we did.
Did you invite the applicant?
I sent several messages to her. I got no return calls.
Do you know, do you recall when the meeting was held?
Yes, the meeting was held in July and May, June.
Thank you.
I don't mean July, I mean June. June and May, April.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ms. Gaffney, I checked with the DC Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs regarding the incorporation status of the association,
Yes.
which is just customary. It's just what we do. And according to them, the articles of incorporation have been revoked. Were you aware of that?
I am totally unaware of that. I will check with them and see why.
Yeah, thank you. Just 1 second. 1 minute. Let me see if I have any other information I can provide you.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Gaffney. 1 minute. I'm just checking to see, Ms. Gaffney, if there's any other information I can provide you for you to check into. Give me 1 second. Ms. Gaffney, I'm going to dismiss the protest. I'll tell you the reason and I'll tell you what to do next. I'm going to dismiss the protest for these reasons. One, because the protest letter does not indicate that a meeting was held in accordance with the bylaws or that the applicant was invited to attend the meeting. And I understand that you're saying that they did, and that's fine. And also, according to the Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs, the articles of incorporation were revoked. I don't know the details of that, but I'm sure you're going to check into it. So what that means is you are going to receive a board order dismissing the protest of the Northeast Boundary Civic Association, and you will have an opportunity to respond to that and seek reinstatement of the protest. And you can explain to the board or include in your letter that you did hold the meeting. It's required that you hold a meeting in accordance with your bylaws. It is required that you invite the applicant to your meeting, which you said that you did. So you would put that in your request for reinstatement, and you would also provide any information or evidence you have that your association actually is incorporated in good standing in DC. So you'll have an opportunity to correct all of that and make that presentation to the board. Once the board receives your request for reinstatement, they'll review all the information that you submitted, and the board will decide whether or not to grant standing to the association. But I'm sure that you'll contact the Department of Consumer Regulatory Affairs to clear up their record if your articles of incorporation were not revoked. Then that I'm glad that you got to know that according to their record it is, and you can straighten that out. And you can provide us with whatever evidence you have that your articles of incorporation are still in good standing.
I have a question.
Yes, Ms. Gaffney.
So is this telling me that no one could come to protest unless they are incorporated? You know, citizens couldn't come and protest against a vendor unless they are incorporated or what have you. That's my impression I'm getting from you now.
No, that's not. No, no, that's not what I mean. You clarified at the beginning, and Ms. Bullitt clarified at the beginning of this roll call hearing that this protest was actually filed by the Northeast Boundary Civic Association. So that's the first thing we established. It was not filed by 33 individuals, but that Northeast Boundary Civic Association filed the protest, and those 33 individuals signed in support of the protest filed by the Northeast Boundary Civic Association. So that was my understanding, that the association actually filed the protest.
Yes.
But
I'm confused, Ms. Fletcher, and sorry, this is Gina Boulette.
Who's speaking? Go ahead, Ms. Boulette.
So the thing is, the Civic Association is also the single member district ANC 7C05. It's the same group, and so I'm confused as to why we automatically don't have standing.
So the ANC 7C filed a protest. And Ms. Butler, you're referring to a single member district?
Yes.
And which single member district?
7C05.
Which single member district are you referring to?
7C05.
So you're referring to single member district 7C05. SMD 7C05 did not file a protest. But just so that you know, for future reference, a single member district cannot file a protest, but the single member district can file a protest as a part of a group of 5. But the ANC can file a protest, but not the single member district. So if there's a single member district member that wants to file a protest, he or she would have to be part of a group of 5. But ANC 7C did file a protest. But
So
in any event, just in terms of understanding the process, Ms. Butler, there is no protest letter that we received from single member district 7C05. So we would not consider them to have filed the protest because we didn't get a letter from them.
Let's see if there can be some clarity about this.
What was that? Who's speaking?
This is Gaffney.
What did you say?
Let's see if we can have some clarity about the entire situation.
Yes.
Okay. All the other constituents that came in this morning to testify, they're under some single member district. Okay. They are under a single member district. Okay.
You mean the individuals that just identified themselves?
Yes, they are under some single member district.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So in our discussion, we are just trying to make it clear exactly where it's located. We are on the 7C. Our chairperson is in the room, and he could explain, and he's the one sent the letter, the result of the meetings that we have held. And the 7C took the votes, and they sent you the letter.
And so that's why I granted standing to ANC 7C.
Okay.
So ANC 7C does have standing as a protestant, and so so that much is clear.
Okay. Well, let me have our chairperson of 7C maybe make additional conversation with you about the entire situation. Okay. Mr. Holmes.
And how you doing, everybody? Ms. Fletcher, thank you. Based on what I'm hearing, you're still going to give them an opportunity. You're going to still give the Capital View Civic Association an opportunity to get their standings made or ruled by the board later on. They just need to finish doing they need to figure out what's going on with DCRA to get that figured out. But ANC 7C still has standing, and we will continue to work with the Capital View Civic Association.
Not Capital View.
Yes. So we
Northeast Valley.
Sorry, too many on my brain. Northeast Civic Association. We will continue to work with the association to express their concerns about this matter. But they do have an opportunity to get it clarified. They just need to figure out what's going on with DCRA per what you just said, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so you're still in the game, Commissioner Gaffney and Far Northeast Civic Association, ANC 7C. We are still working with you on this one. And honestly, I've yet to hear the applicant online, so I'm about to wait for it to get dismissed anyway. So
yeah, so that I'll get the thank you. Yeah, and I'm going to get back to that in a moment. But so, yes. Mr. Holmes, so just to clarify, The Northeast Boundary Civic Association is dismissed for the reasons that I already stated. And Mr. Holmes, you are correct that upon receipt of the board order dismissing the association, they will have an opportunity to seek reinstatement of the protest. You will need to include in your petition for reinstatement the information that is presently missing from your protest letter, which is that you held a meeting in accordance with your bylaws regarding the protest of the application, that you invited the applicant to the meeting. You can provide the evidence that you have to show that the association is incorporated in the District of Columbia. That's a requirement for an association. So yes, Mr. Holmes, the association will have an opportunity to provide that information. The ABC board will review it, and the ABC board will determine whether or not to grant standing to the Northeast Boundary Civic Association. But Mr. Holmes, as you said, the ANC 7C will continue to work with the residents and with the association in the resolution of this matter. Did I state all that correctly?
That is correct. That is what I, yes, indeed.
The any other questions, Ms. Gaffney, before I move to the next step? So the next step is to dismiss the application filed by Dick's Market because the applicant is not here today. So the application is being dismissed. Mr. Holmes, you're going to receive a copy of the, Ms. Gaffney, you're going to receive a copy of the board order dismissing the application, and it will also dismiss the Northeast Civic Boundary Association. The applicant will also have an opportunity to seek reinstatement of the application, explaining to the ABC board why he or she was not present today. And so what happens next is the board orders go out, and then we just wait to see, what the board's response is going to be to any requests for reinstatement. Ms. Butler, did you have any more questions?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, Ms. Gaffney, what about you?
Well, I am going to fulfill the request that you made, but I was just wondering, since it comes under ANC as a whole, should we mention, so we should not have any mention of single member district and what have you, just under ANC, and make sure that the organization as a whole is incorporated?
Yeah, and so ANC, so there's no need to mention the SMD because the SMD did not file a protest. So you got that part? That's right.
Okay.
ANC, as a matter of fact, you don't need to mention ANC 7C either because they've been granted standing as a protestant already. So basically, you're just going to be speaking on behalf of the Northeast Boundary Civic Association only.
Okay.
Just providing whatever information that you have that I mentioned, just provide that information in your letter to the board. But you don't need to do anything, Ms. Gaffney, until you receive the board order dismissing the association, and that board order will give you 10 days to ask for reinstatement of your protest. And so then just submit that information within 10 days.
All right.
So is any other questions I can answer for you?
No, if I think of any, I'll call you.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you so much.
Anything else, Mr. Holmes?
Thank you.
Well, thank everybody for coming.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I will conclude the roll call hearing of Dick's Market now, and have a nice day.
Same to you.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.